Yeah, I think it was my first night practice. That it was in Le Mans, and I start and was nobody on track. And possible was some people, but for 5 laps, I didn't see any light and I was thinking that they stopped the practice and I was still riding. And after I start to see some rider and it was very strange. For this night, it's very strange because when you have people, it's okay. But when you have some lap, you can be alone and it's quite very strange. You feel alone on the bike.
Only at Bol d'Or, I didn't know if I'd finished on the podium. It's not really a funny story, but in my last stint, the pit board signal wasn't working correctly. So I didn't know how many laps were left in the last part of the race. So I was still pushing until the last lap. And I made a pass on a back marker on a lap rider with 2 corners to go, which I didn't realise it was the last lap. And we touched, and I was like, oh my, what am I doing? Like, I had to make the pass because, like I said, with the slower riders, it's hard to. You have to be very aware because everyone uses different lines, everyone's different speed, and you approach them so fast. So anyway, we touched, and I was like, oh, that was like too close. But I have to keep pushing. And I came round to the start straight, and the only thing I saw was on someone else's pit board, it said 1 with an exclamation, 3 exclamation marks, and I thought, well, that's a bit strange. It can only mean 1 lap to go. So the next lap, I carried on. I didn't push as hard. I still wasn't aware, but then when I come around to the last lap, the last corner, then I saw the checker flag, and I was just like, it was just, the mix of emotions was crazy. I was shouting in my helmet the whole way after the finish flag. Couldn't believe it. Came into the pits, I assumed I was 3rd, and then I pulled up in the 3rd position spot, and then they was like, oh no, you're second. So then the bike was in the wrong position, and then everyone was just going crazy after that. So it was a huge relief.
I enjoy every moment in this paddock, but obviously Le Mans is the one that stands out for me, and yeah, it's still difficult to even accept what happened that race because it's hard to believe that we did so well. But also Bol d'Or, because in Bol d'Or we just used 2 riders, and I had to double stint, and from my part, I'd do everything to make sure we finish on the podium. So we only finished 3rd, which it's still a podium in stock, but I know that we did everything. And on that day, the result is not as beautiful as Le Mans, but the effort we put in is as high, and yeah, both races were very, very special.
Yeah, I guess I would have to say sometimes the funny stories come from the teammates that come into the team to see the differences and stuff from preparation and how they come to prepare themselves for the team. But other than this, I'm not really sure that I have funny stories that can say in front of the camera, but I'm sure there's a lot of behind the scenes.